Kia has just revealed that purchasers of 2024 and 2025 EV6 and EV9 from September 4th of 2024 will be getting free North American charging standard adapters in the next few months. And that is also because as of January 15th, 2025, Kia EV6 and EV9 will be gaining access to the Tesla Supercharger network. So if you guys want to find out all the details, then stay tuned. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys about the very first Ioniq Guy hosted Cars and Coffee event. This is going to be happening November 3rd at Palmer Motorsports Park in Palmer, Massachusetts. This is going to be an event open to all Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis EVs, from Kia Niros to EV9s, Ioniq 5 to the original Ioniq EV. There's going to be raffles, there's going to be giveaways of products from my store at ioniqguy.com. Key Hyundai of Manchester, Connecticut is providing some prizes for the raffle, including 2 vehicle-to-load adapters and a set of floor mats for Ioniq 5. I'm also working on some other sponsors. There'll be coffee and donuts from Dunkin'. Admission is completely free. You can bring your family, you can bring your dogs. It's going to be a great time. I'm really excited to meet all you guys in person finally. Palmer Motorsports is also going to allow the first 40 people to register for $35 to do 4 laps on the track at up to highway speeds in their personal cars. So it's $35 for your car. You can put your entire family in the car with you if you want, and then you can head out on the track and experience this really nice course. So in the description of this video, I will have a link to a Facebook invitation where you can RSVP. There's also a link in the description to Palmer Motorsports website where you can register for the track laps. So again, mark those calendars, November 3rd, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Hope to see you there. Hey everyone, it's the Ioniq Guy. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Corbin. I cover all things Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis EV related. Today we're talking only Kia. I want to believe that all of this is going to apply to Hyundai as well, but I just can't say with 100% certainty that everything that Kia is doing is going to be the same for Hyundai, because at the end of the day, they are 2 different companies, even though they have shared ownership. Kia does its own thing sometimes, so I'm not going to jump to conclusions here. So we are learning quite a bit in this press release, what's going to happen in the next few months, so let's talk about it. So the first major thing here is going to be that if you purchased a 2024 EV6 or a 2024 or 2025 EV9 after September 4th of 2024, you will be getting a free North American charging standard adapter. So what this existing adapter is going to do is it's going to allow existing owners with CCS1 charge ports to utilize the Tesla Supercharger network, because upcoming versions of Kia's products are going to have the North American charging standard socket as standard from the factory. So they're going to be able to natively use Tesla Superchargers. Kia says you'll have the choice of 3 adapters. So the first will be NACS to CCS1. That will allow the new refreshed version of the Kia EV6 with a NACS port to utilize existing CCS1 chargers like you see across the Electrify America network. The next is going to be CCS1 to NACS, which is going to allow existing car owners to utilize the Supercharger network. And lastly is J1772 to NACS, which is adapting for level 2 charging to utilize Tesla destination chargers. And you will see these commonly at restaurants, hotels, parking garages. So it sounds like you will have your choice of any of these 3 adapters. In my opinion, the most important one for existing EV6, EV9 owners would be CCS1 to NACS, so I assume that's the one most people are probably going to want. So it's nice to see that Kia is providing adapters to some people. I wish it went further back. Honestly, it should at least cover the entire 2024 model year. Seems kind of strange that they're drawing the line at September 4th. That's pretty recently, so I wish they would have gone further back than that. They do say that if you bought a car before September 4th, you'll be able to buy the adapters at the dealerships. Obviously, they want to make money, but you will also be able to buy some third-party adapters from, say, A to Z or Electron, to name a few. Now, the next big bit of information here that we're learning is the fact that Tesla Superchargers will open up to Kia EV6, EV9, and likely the older EVs from Kia starting January 15th, 2025. So at this point, they're not even giving you a broad range of time frame. They're actually giving us a real date. Hyundai has still not announced a date when existing Ioniq 5s will gain access to the network. They have just kind of said roughly the beginning of 2025. So I imagine it will be pretty similar to Kia, and you might honestly even be able to just trick the station into thinking you're driving a Kia because Hyundai and Kia products utilize many of the same components. So the Tesla Supercharger might not even be able to tell the difference if they do have a different date for whatever reason. That might sound far off, but that is right around the corner. This is kind of contrary to what we have heard from Hyundai about the 2025 Ioniq 5, which is going to have a NACS port. They say that from day one of sales, those cars are going to be able to have access to the Supercharger network. Sales for the 2025 model year are supposed to start at the end of November, beginning of December. Now, Kia really didn't specify that 2025 EV6 will get access sooner than January 15th. Kia also hasn't officially revealed the 2025 EV6 for the North American market yet. We know everything about it, but we haven't seen it for North America just yet. So they might be letting us know relatively soon if it is going to open when those sales start. So the last thing we're learning in this press release is that you will be able to initiate charging and pay for charging via the Kia Access app in the car or the app on your phone. And this will allow you to pull into a Tesla charging station, plug in, and it will just initiate the contact with the payment terminal, and then the things will just start up on their own. So this is how Teslas operate. Tesla drivers just back into a stall, plug in, and it just automatically charges their account. So there's no button pushing, there's nothing. It's really simple. So hopefully Kia can get this to work relatively seamlessly or similarly to Tesla, because if that is a bad experience for people, they're going to be really ticked off. So regardless of what you think of Tesla or Elon Musk or the Supercharger network, this change is happening. But the good thing is that you can use any adapter to utilize any cable or connector that you actually need to use. All of these major charging network operators have said they're going to start installing NACS cables or connectors similar to the built-in adapter on the Magic Dock to allow you to not have to provide your own adapter when you show up to one of these chargers. So that will be rolling out, I would imagine, over the next year or two. There's a lot of stations that are going to need retrofitting, so it's going to take a bit of time. So in the interim, it might be a little bit annoying, but it will get better with time. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this down in the comment section. I like reading your comments about all this Supercharger nonsense. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, give it a thumbs up. Check out my store at ioniqguy.com for cool accessories for your Hyundai, Kia, or Genesis. Specifically for EV6, I've got my walk-away door lock module. Installation in EV6 is super simple. You utilize the trailer light wiring harness. There's a little panel in your trunk panel that you can remove with just a flathead screwdriver. You plug it in, and then after the last door of the car is shut, you walk away, and 10 seconds later, every door is locked. You don't have to worry about anybody getting into your car. So I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.